Hi friends! It's Miss Susan from the Buffalo and Erie County Public Library. I'm coming to you from the Central Library in Buffalo, New York. I am back today with a family art break. It's been a while, so I am really glad to be back. Today I have some ideas for some crafts you can make for this gift giving season. These are pretty easy to make and would make really nice gifts. Or if you just feel like you want to brighten your space or give yourself a gift, that's good too. So what we're going to work on today is two things. The first is a very easy and fun and pretty yarn wrapped star, which I think is very fun to make and looks really cute. I also have these very pretty frosted jam jar candles, and they're really easy to make, and we'll have lots of decorating ideas on different ways that you can make this. So let's get started. So for our star craft, we need just a few things. Some yarn, a cardboard star, some glue. That's all you need. Now, if you do not want to draw the star by hand, you can do that if you want, but it's a little hard. So instead, I have made a template, which I am going to attach to the bottom of this video. You can cut this out and then trace it onto some cardboard and cut that out, and then you will have a nice star as well. You can put this on like a heavy tag board or a cardboard box. So if you have any shipping boxes, cereal boxes, anything like that will work. So just trace the template and cut it out, and we'll all have a nice standard sized star. And then some yarn in any color you like. You can do some of those yarns that change color too. That's always really fun. It makes it change colors and look really like a rainbow. Kind of cool. So to get started, I would put just a little dab of glue in the middle of your cardboard, just to anchor that yarn down. You can also use tape. I've used tape too. I just have to have glue. So glue it down, and then you start to wrap. And it does not matter how you wrap it. Just start wrapping it around. Especially here at the bottom, it doesn't matter in which direction that you wrap it, as long as you start to sort of get it anchored onto your cardboard. If you run out of string, like I just did, you can just tie another piece on. You can use the same color, or you could even mix the colors if you like by taking the one new piece of yarn here and just tying a knot and tucking it underneath the other bits of yarn that you've used. Now you can use thick yarn if you like. I have an example of one that used some thick yarn, but it's a little bit harder to work with. So this is what like a thick yarn piece of yarn would turn out as, but it does get a little unwieldy. So I actually really like using this thinner yarn if you have that, but the other kind will work too. Now, once you have the base started here, so you see it's starting to cover up the cardboard, you can wrap up the sides of the star. So you just go up one way, as close to the tip as you like. Now, some people like to glue the tip down just to keep that yarn from getting away. You can also put a bead on there if you have pony beads with the holes in them. The good thing is that, as we all know, the glue dries clear. So I like to sort of just hold it down for a second to get that yarn to stick to the tip of the star. And then you just wrap it back down. And however you do it, it's going to look beautiful. That's the great thing. So once you've wrapped your star, so you've covered it up as much as you like, you can very easily just trim off the extras and tuck it in. If you'd like to glue it down, you can do that too, but I really think it's necessary if you just sort of tuck it deep inside of the star like this. Now, if you're working with little hands and they get tired of wrapping and they don't get the whole star covered, that's okay. It looks adorable even with the cardboard showing through. As you see, it's still just so cute. So whatever your little hands make is beautiful. And then in order to hang it up, all you need to do is take a short length of string, or yarn. You can use it in the same color or a contrasting color. And just find a spot. I like to hang it from one of the base of one of the points of the star, so then it hangs sort of straight. So you just find a string that's really well wrapped on there. Tuck your new string underneath. As you can see, it's just sort of looped in underneath. Give yourself a little room here. Once you have it hanging the way you like, you just make a loop, put the two strings together, make a loop around your finger, and put it through. And then you're ready to hang it on your window, on a present, on a tree. I think I'm gonna hang it on this cactus over here. Look at this. We have this really cool cactus. Look at this. Cactus star. Oh, I think it looks pretty nice. Okay, so here is how we're going to make our very cool frosted little jam jar candle holders. They're very fun and easy to make. You need just a few things. The Frosty Snow is made of Epsom salts, which you can buy at any grocery store or pharmacy. You might be able to find at the dollar store. Take a look around. If you want, you can add some glitter if you have it, but you don't have to. You can just leave it plain. If you have food coloring, you can use that if you'd like to make it a different color, but again, it looks really pretty, just white as well. Glue. Just Elmer's glue works. It's all good. Some kind of a brush to make the glue go on smoothly, and something glass to use as your candle holder. This is a mustard jar, as a matter of fact, that I pulled out of the recycling. You can use jam jars, mustard jars, pasta sauce jars, anything you have around your house that's made of glass. Wash it out really well to make sure there's no mustard or whatever still inside of it. Or, you can buy things online at Amazon or something like that. So to get started, you take a small amount of Epsom salts, not too much, and you're going to want a plate or something that you can put it down on. I'm going to tip this down so you can see it. So we start by putting these Epsom salts down on a plate. Break up any chunks that come out. It looks like snow or sugar or something. Now, this is not edible, so please don't eat it. Break up any little chunks you have in here. Ooh, it looks just like ice crystals. It's so fun. And if you decide that you would like to have some color, you can add that in and just mix it up. I'm going to go try some blue to make it seem like it's icy blue. So just 3 or 4 drops mixed in. And then take your paintbrush handle and start to stir it. It takes a minute for all the colors to sort of blur together, but it does. You can also obviously use a spoon or something like that too. Okay, so it took a few minutes to get that food coloring all stirred in, but those 3 drops really went a long way. As you see, I kind of left mine a little bit blue and white because I like that sort of swirling effect. So once you stir it up, just shake your plate so it's nice and evenly coated here. Then you're going to take your glue, and you can actually just put it right directly onto your jar. Take your paintbrush or your sponge brush and brush it as evenly as you can all the way around. Don't be afraid to be liberal with the glue because it dries clear, as we know. A little more glue. And just try to get it as evenly coated as you can. right up to the top if you like, if you so decide. Some people do it like halfway through so you can see the candle lights shine through at the top, but I'm just going to go with the whole thing because when things get icy, it gets icy all over. Let's see. That seems pretty good to me. And this is the fun part. Dip it in here and start rolling it up. Start pouring it on and shaking it off. Now my glass is a little curved, so that's why I'm going to do the sprinkle technique. You can roll it, you can sprinkle it, whichever way works for you. Shake it off a little, no big deal. Okay. So as you see, my whole jam jar, well, mustard jar in this case, is pretty coated. Now the hard part is being patient and letting it dry. You gotta let it dry for a while. And I just realized I forgot to put in glitter. So we're gonna do a second one with a little glitter. Glitter if you have it. So sprinkle some glitter. Ooh, that comes out fast. Give it a good shake so you get it to mix up in there. Ooh, that's gonna be pretty. Maybe a little more glitter. You can't have, there's never enough glitter. A little more glitter. Shake it up. And let's try that process again. Glue on the jar and let's see how it turns out. So I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. It's really sparkly and you can sort of see through it. It's translucent. It's going to be really pretty when we shine a candle through it. So if you're afraid that the sparkles and the icy bits are going to come off, the frosty bits, what you can do to help it set is after it's dry, you can spray it with hairspray, and it actually helps it hold. So let's see. Hold your breath. One. And the other. I kind of like it. I almost like it better without the sparkles. Seems like it kind of coated a little better without the glitter. But I think they're both really beautiful. And now you can do some final steps to finish it off if you like to do a few more things. Or they kind of look nice just the way they are, right? So for this one, I had a top for the mustard container, and it said mustard on it. So I actually covered it. I dipped some little pom-poms in glue, bloop, and I glued it on. And then I put some ribbon, along the sides. And these aren't completely dry yet, so gotta be careful. Now when the candle isn't lit, you kind of have this fun little decorative jar. Obviously when you put a candle in there, unless you use one of those electric ones, but if you use a regular candle, you're really going to have the top off. So you might want to decorate your jar a little more. I'm going to tie some, I've got this sparkly ribbon. I'm going to take this sparkly ribbon and tie it around and see how it works. And as you see, here's our little finished products. I'm going to show you with some different sizes and a candle in just a sec, but these are really easy to make. The big thing is you have to wait for that glue and the Epsom salts to dry, or else it's just going to flake off in your fingers. So just wait until it dries before you start to decorate the sides. And a nice thing about these Epsom salts is that a little bit goes a long way. So if you have some leftovers, you can take this and put it in your bathtub, and it makes your skin really soft. And you could also actually add some like essential oils to it and make it like a scented bath salt. It would be another nice gift. You could probably even put it right into your little container. Okay, everyone, so here are our finished candle holders with the candles in them. These are electric candles because we can't use real candles at the library. But they turned out really pretty. As you see, they kind of glow and flicker and the colors come through. And again, it's a really easy craft for everyone to make and to brighten up your space, make everything merry and bright, or to give as a gift. So thanks again for watching. I had so much fun doing this, and I hope you enjoyed too. Take care.